said Meigs, sighing heavily. "You're a member of the Shoreline Congregational Church?" He was looking for religion at midnight? I was too tired to answer anything but yes. "There's been a suspicious death," Meigs said. "We'd like to get this sorted out before the news hits the coffee shops in the morning. Can you possibly come down? The Reverend insists he won't talk to anyone but you." He continued, his exasperation plain. Clearly he thought all of this was utter crapola. I had to agree. I'm a psychologist, not a detective. Or a lawyer, if that's what Wesley needed. My brain shifted one gear higher, trying to put the pieces together. Good God, was Wesley involved in the death? "He called it in," said Meigs, not saying what everyone knows from TV crime shows. Whoever finds the body is a damn good suspect. Trust me, Reverend Wesley wouldn't kill anyone. Another shock wave of fear rocketed through me. Who died? "Lacey Bales." I felt the air whoosh out of my lungs, as if I'd been socked in the gut. It couldn't be. Maybe he had it wrong. Maybe it was a stranger. I was just getting to know Lacey. A big woman with a forbidding exterior, but all heart underneath. My mouth watered with budding nausea. "When can you get here?" Meigs asked. "Should I send a patrol car?" I didn't want to get involved with another tragedy. I'd barely recovered from the stress of my next-door neighbor's death in September. What am I supposed to do once I'm there? Meigs was silent for a moment. "Reverend Wesley says he'll talk to me if you're here. Look, he hasn't been arrested. Yet. You might make a big difference with that." "I'll be down in half an hour." I pulled on my warmest sweats, heavy gray fleece pants, and a hoodie whose princess seams could not disguise the 7 pounds of winter padding I'd packed on earlier in the season. Being held at gunpoint by a lunatic back in September had had the effect of increasing my appetite and decreasing my self-control. I glanced in the mirror, then stripped the sweats back off, exchanging the Michelin Man look for jeans and a holiday sweater, refusing to think about why I would spend more than 1 minute dressing for our minister and the local ER, refusing to think about what could have happened to Lacey Bales. Grabbing my purse and a small notebook, I headed out to the garage. A plume of exhaust drifted under the Honda as I backed into the street. Babette Finster's white Christmas lights glowed softly on the large holly bushes on either side of her front walk. I could feel the hairs in my nose freeze up before the heater kicked in. It was unusually cold for December, and clear enough to see a picture book display of stars. We'd had 6 inches of snow in the last week, and not one flake had melted. I turned the radio up, looking for company. An all-night station was playing a run of sappy Christmas tunes. I suffered through "I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus," then Paul McCartney crooning about having a wonderful Christmas time. He was a Beatle, for God's sake, an icon of rock and roll. Couldn't his manager or his wife have saved him before he sank to the lowest common denominator of holiday schlock? McCartney's faux cheeriness couldn't push back the worried possibilities that waited to surge forward if I gave them any room. Reverend Wesley a murderer? It didn't seem possible that he would hurt anyone. Certainly not Lacey. They were always cordial in my presence. In fact, he'd handpicked her to head the search committee currently working to find a new assistant minister. This was one of Wesley's strong points, persuading lay people to take up the heavy yoke of church business in return for no pay and lots of second-guessing from the rest of the congregation. I felt a little twinge of